Please don't use that.
To first begin this look, we're going to start out with the eyes. Now what I'm doing here is using a primer. This is by Urban Decay, and an eyeshadow primer is basically going to allow your eyeshadows to be more vibrant and stay on your lids longer throughout the whole night without creasing. So I'm going in and blending that in with my finger. Next, I'm setting it with a light colored powder just to ensure that any colors that I blend on top that are going to have some brown tones or any color to them, they won't be blending patchy or be dark in some spots and light in other spots. So be sure to set the primer with a light colored skin tone powder of some sort. Next, taking these two mid-tone shades to work into her crease. So what you'll see me do right now is take a business card, one of my cards, and I just like to line this up with the edge of her eye and up to her brow. And when I start building up this color, it's going to create this beautiful shape on her eye that'll make everything else much easier when it comes to sketching out the liner, the wing, and figuring out how exactly you want the shape of the contour to be for the eyeshadows. So you can take any blending brush. I have a ton of these white ones that work beautifully, and just begin to buff things into the crease across the lid and making it work as best as you can for their own unique eye shade. And like I said earlier, that business card is going to give you a nice outline to begin sketching a wing, and I'm just using a matte liquid liner to do that here, as you can see. Be sure to go in, sharpen things up, clean it up with a Q-tip if you have to as well. Feel free, everyone makes mistakes. Next, moving on to the brows, I'm using a nice pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills, just a deep brown color to go through and fill them in. And then also, never forget to set the brows. I like to use a clear brow gel just to ensure that they will stay in place and not move around. Here we're moving on to the skin. I'm using a moisturizer by Lancome that absorbs quickly. You don't want it sitting on top of the skin for an hour because then product on top will not lay beautifully. And once that's soaked in, I primed the face as well. I didn't show a clip of it, but now I'm going in with a light concealer to do some highlighting underneath her eyes, down the bridge of her nose, on her forehead a little bit, just to set a nice base before our foundation comes on. And as you can see here, I'm going in with a foundation that's right about her skin tone color. Make sure that it matches her neck and the rest of her body to blend in that foundation and concealer into one. Adding a little warmth to the skin with a bronzer and as well as a blush from Marc Jacobs. This kind of brings the skin back to life and gives her a beautiful glow without having to overdo anything. This blush right here is really nice because it has a little bit of a luminosity to it, so it looks beautiful on the skin. Next, we're lining the lips with a little bit of a waterproof lip liner that's creamy and glides onto the lips very smoothly. And going over that with a lipstick by Lorac. These are the new limited edition ones that are out for the holidays for 2016. They work really beautifully on the lips, super moisturizing and beautiful. After we finish everything, go ahead and set the face with a little bit of setting spray. I like to use Max Fix Plus, and that sets it. The makeup will now be able to stay on throughout the entire night without moving anywhere. That completes this look. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.